Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sincerely Strangers. I'm Jay,
I'm Hillary.
What's up? It's Jack.
And Morgan.
and we're back for the new year. And so in this episode, we're just gonna talk about some of our experiences in 2020 and like some things we learned. And then I feel like I should start off because
Yeah,
I
go
kind of
Jay.
I
You
do
go.
kind of have like an interesting story. Okay, so in 2020, my New Year's resolution was to be comfortable in my body and like in my own skin and be more confident. And that was the main part. And I realized I was burning myself out, especially during like February with the hip hop club at my school. And I just didn't know when to stop. And like I kept overworking myself. And then quarantine started. I was bored out of my mind, but honestly, that was a time where I could just look into my feelings. I realized I would like ignore what I was feeling and then like just excuse school or like use school to like distract myself kind of. And like you kind of see how school's kind of toxic. Yeah, obviously. And yeah, I went in more touch with my feelings and I was like, wow, I did not know about myself until that year. I would say the whole like summer of 2020, that was the time where I fuck. I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The whole summer, that was the time where I could explore what I like and who I am as a person. And on my Instagram, I did post like a video of like, dear 2020, what did I learn? Myself. And so like, yeah, this year I'm kind of just using what like what I realized in 2020 and like build upon my own kind of like yeah, like yeah. Not like we're in a video game, but like building who I want to be for this year. So yeah, that was my experience.
When I was watching Jay's video, I was really like, I felt he just brought up a lot of stuff that like, wow, never thought about.
I mean, in my feels, man. For real.
I know, yeah, it was really. I was like, oh
Really?
It was really well edited and really
it was
Thank
really
you.
cute.
together. And I was like, okay, Jay.
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, I don't know. It's weird because you guys call me Jay, but my friends call me Jayron. It doesn't matter which like whoever like which name I go by, but like, then again, it's like two different identities, and I'm just like, okay, the one Jayron is like before quarantine, and Jay's after quarantine. You know, same thing with my glasses too, like these ones. Like I don't like Hillary. I
Yeah,
don't.
Yeah.
I've never had like people call me by like two different like names, but I can see how like it would kind of feel like two different personas. It's like Aaron and Jay.
Like I don't know. Even with glasses, like it's a whole new person, kind of. Yeah.
It's kind of impossible for people to call me a different name. It's kind of it would be very difficult.
You can do like a abbreviation, like just two initials, like two letters.
Jaw. Oh, which?
Jaw.
No, already taken. Already no.
There's like none other. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
So how was y'all's 2020?
Yeah, Hillary, you want to go next, or
Oh
just
my
kind of
God.
keep the order going, or do you want me to go next? Because like
If you have like if you already have what you're gonna say, go ahead. I'm still.
bet. Okay, so
Okay.
2020 kind of was great, but kind of sucked a lot, like a lot. You feel
How
like there was like I started off 2020 in like a really weird position. Like I won't get too into it, but like a lot of y'all know the story like in this call. If not, I will tell the story probably after this because it was funny. It was hilarious. I look back at it and I laugh so hard. But it kind of taught me to have more self-respect, I think. Yeah, self-respect is the word I'm looking for. But to kind of know my worth, and then kind of, I don't know how I put it, but I basically completely changed as a person with my interests and everything. Like, I started off this year being like, yo, I would want to go into politics. And then as this year went on, I was like, oh my God, I hate everything about politics. I hate it so much. It's so exhausting to deal with, like to have to listen to all of the terrible things happening all the time, no matter what. I'm just like, I can't do this. So I was like, yo, music's kind of tight. And I was getting into music more. Cough.
All right.
It is a flex, because this is actually, I was getting into this more because I like started off like, I liked music, but I didn't like it in this way. Like, I'm more like into kind of the specifics of it. Like right now I'm taking classes based on like music technology and stuff like that. And like I got more coming soon, but there's a lot. Like there's a bootleg blonde vinyl. It's not real. It's
Okay.
It's very fake.
It still looks cool though.
Yeah.
I don't care. And there's like Kissy Ghosts. There's Eagle. There's this one. If y'all can't read it because like my camera's averse or something, it's Gunfighter Ballads and Trail Songs, which is the weirdest purchase I've ever made, and it's worth it because it's got like, if you've ever heard like the Fallout song Big Iron, like "Good to the Town of Alfredo," that song, like that song is on here and it's hilarious. I love that I found it. But anyways, back to me, because I've been dodging it if you couldn't tell. Quarantine kind of taught me to have a new appreciation for social interaction that I didn't actually have before. I was just kind of like, oh yeah, I could be by myself. I'm an introvert. I'm okay with that. And then as soon as I can't have it anymore, I'm like, oh my God, I hate this with my entire soul. It's so painful to be like, just kind of sitting on the sidelines and waiting, like, can't wait for that to happen. Can't wait for that. Like, it's
right.
And I've kind of gone through a journey in quarantine that has sucked quite a bit, but I've kind of turned myself around, especially this year, because I'm kind of going to focus on self-improvement a lot more this year, and kind of gassing myself up rather than like focusing my time on like anyone else more than myself. And like I've been getting more into like making myself look presentable and not like having a few fits that are good and the rest of them just like homeless. Like I'm trying to put more effort into it. Like I'm trying to put more effort into how I actually look, which is how I'm gonna like start. I'm gonna get like change my hairstyle. We were just talking about before the podcast. Hair salons have opened up, which I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna go because it's a little bit weird right now, but I might go to just fix myself because this is ridiculous at this point. The quarantine caveman haircut has got to go. But I've just gone through kind of a big self-improvement journey recently, which has not been easy. There have been a lot of low points, but I'm gonna turn myself around, especially in 2021. And even though this year is already starting off a lot crazier than 2020 did, here's hoping it actually gets kind of better at some point.
It does.
There we go.
That's good. Maybe try a ponytail.
Yo, I'm not even kidding. I like considered it. I was like, yo, I might, but then I thought about what would you look like with a ponytail, and I was like, yo, you would look stupid with that look. Like, no, thank you. It works for other looks, but not for me though.
The only problem, the only problem is that like you could be bald by 30. So
like exactly. So you gotta like try out new styles.
I mean, baldness already runs in like both sides of my family, so I'm gonna try to enjoy my hair while I can because it's not gonna last forever.
Like a bandana looks kind of sick, or I put a headband sometimes because I don't feel like tying it. But that's, I'm limited to 3 looks, so definitely not a ponytail. Only for like a couple months, but no.
Yeah. I like the bandana though. I have to say, I really like it.
Bandana's a good look for real.
Thank you.
It's very cool.
Mm-hmm. I was
All
like,
right.
how should I do? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was like, how should I do my hair for the podcast since it's like a video? And I realized I'm also balding like right here, so I'm hiding it. So cool, we're cool.
It's fine. It's fine. You know.
I better I better not have a receding hairline by 20. So
I can't laugh at anybody. I already have gray hairs. It's kind of upsetting. It's upsetting.
really,
They're like on the back of my neck somewhere. I get told it so many times, like, you have gray hair. I'm like, it's just, don't worry about it, okay? Don't ask too many questions. Just leave me be. I've literally never noticed it on myself before. But then again, like, how do you do that? Like in a mirror,
Yeah.
but like I haven't bothered. I'm like, it is what it is. Like I don't really care that much.
yeah.
Is gray hair really in like we're young, or like sure we're young. Is gray hair really an indicator for like aging? Are you like aging more, or is it stress?
It's linked to like age and stress.
Okay, cool. Cause yeah, I've seen people who like I had a friend in middle school, and like he had like a lot of white hair, and it was noticeable because he had black hair. So and then it would just be like, it wasn't patches though, it was just like strands, and it was just yeah.
Oh my.
Kind of
Middle school?
Okay, wow, that sidetrack.
Wow.
Anyways, wow. My 2020 has been, because it's not like a super dramatic journey because everything is happening in my head, right? It's just all of these like thoughts, but in the outside world, everything's still progressing as normal, quote unquote. Everything's still going on, like you're still going to school and everything, but like everything's going on in my head. And when 2020 first started, everything was fine. Like it was just another new year. I was feeling good. I was motivated. I went on a like Chinese New Year trip to visit my family. Like I thought 2020 was gonna be a good year. Everyone was like hyping it up and everything. And then this shit happens in March. Wow. That was the biggest like slap in the face. But like at that time we were still like, okay, it's okay. We're still enjoying quarantine. And I know some people were
supposed to be 2 weeks.
I know, yeah, and we all thought it was only going to be like 2 weeks plus spring break. So and then we're gonna be back. We can see each other. Psych.
I remember celebrating.
We haven't seen each other in like forever. So there's that. And when quarantine first started, like I was still fine. I wasn't thinking about any mentally, because I always thought I didn't need to focus on my mental health because I always thought I was really in tune with my emotions. I was like super quote unquote like woke or something, just that I know what I like and I know what I think, and I didn't need to focus on it because nothing really bothered me at that time, you know. I would say I'm an extrovert. Like I'm shy when I first meet you, but like other than that I'm like fine. So I never focused on that, and then I just focused on like school like I usually would. And I didn't even struggle too much with online school either, because that just meant I could sleep until like I don't know when, and then do all my homework at like late at night.
Yeah.
Which I kind of enjoyed because that was my sleep schedule anyways. So yes, quarantine in the beginning was optimistic. And then summer hit, because summer was supposed to be, you know, fun, sunshine, we can go out, but like we're just stuck at home. And then I tried. You would see so many people bettering themselves in quarantine and like, attaining new hobbies and right? I really, really wanted to do that. But at the same time, I couldn't like muster up the motivation to. So I would start projects in summer and then I still haven't finished them. Like they're still laying on my desk. Like, I started like painting. I still haven't finished it. It's been months. I started my driver's ed in summer. Just haven't finished it either. So yes, motivation runs out and I feel sucky. And then I just keep on losing motivation, and I just lay in bed all day and watch TV. And it's still kind of, I'm trying to get better at it, especially with the new year, like 2021. That's like my resolution, because I spent so much time on my phone. when I could be doing some other stuff. And it sucks because there's so many stuff, so much stuff I want to do, but just haven't been able to get to. And in quarantine, I think mentally, I realized that like it's fine to acknowledge mental health also, because I know this is bad, and quarantine has made me realize I have a lot of like bad habits mentally, and subconsciously I would still attribute to like, oh, like I don't have any anxiety, or like I don't worry about anything and everything, and that just means like I'm like super healthy. I've got a really good mental attitude and all that, and I was really proud of myself for that for some reason, right? And then so when I was realizing that mentally I was like getting like really anxious and all that, I didn't want to tell anyone, but like I was worrying myself over it, and that was just a space that lasted for a really short while, only because I need to tell people stuff. Like even if I want to like keep it, I still have to tell someone. I'm lucky to have a mom to tell. I'm really close to my mom, so I told her everything, that I was getting really anxious to go out and like socialize, which I was giving myself a lot of pressure for, because I always thought that like, yeah, I'm fine with people, I'm totally fine with going out, and like I've been on trips with my friends to San Francisco, and like even though like 8th grade Washington trip, there were no parents, it was just like pure fun with friends.
Yeah.
But now I can't even go to San Francisco without getting like super anxious.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks because I feel like I lost a part of myself. I keep thinking of like the me that was before quarantine, when like I was fine traveling, I was fine hanging out with large groups of people and talking. And I wanted to be that again, because I thought that was like the better version of myself. And it just kind of, it felt like I lost a part, and I'm still trying to, I think it's getting better. I'm trying to realize that the worries that I have won't happen. I'm trying to calm myself down when these type of fits hit, and it's getting better. Just to like wrap up my 2020, I feel like I've learned more than ever to appreciate the times like when you can spend with your friend, because everyone would say like, oh, do more things in high school because you never know when something's going to happen, you never know something's going to change, but like I never felt like it was ever going to happen, because no big change has ever happened until like suddenly quarantine hit, and then we're never back at school anymore, right? And I never realized that day when quarantine starts is going to be like my last time eating at that lunch table with my friends, like having a normal high school day at my home high school. And I just felt like I didn't appreciate that enough, because I look back and I'm like, I can't go back there anymore. I chose this path to another school, and that means I can't go back to home high school anymore.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like I'll still go visit, but it's still not the same. You know, that was the last time we're gonna leave campus. Like, oh, after school bell rings and everyone's leaving, or like passing period and all that. They're all kind of these little memories that were so familiar that like suddenly you'll never kind of experience the same thing again. Mm-hmm. And also it's just to be nicer to yourself, I think. Because I thought in quarantine I was a really bad person because there were these thoughts that was going on. But I just decided that, hey, it's normal for everyone. Like you can't expect for yourself to be this like great saint, to be like compassionate and like to have sympathy for every single person in every single situation, and to be patient and all that and all that. And it's okay for you to feel these negative feelings, because it's all a part of like being human, being a human experience. So there's my 2020.
That was such a touching story.
No, my mind was like all over the place. I didn't know. Yeah.
Okay. So my 2020, I don't know. It was eventful. Like it started out, I didn't have any friends. at school, so I like sat alone. But then in theater, I like, guess I met. Do you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so I met like a girl, and we became friends, and then she introduced me to like 2 people, whom I'm friends with now. And I mean, I don't know what to say because my year was pretty like, I mean, I moved from one side of the town to the other because we have never owned a house and now we do. So I guess that's kind of cool. I mean, I didn't have any like big changes with mental health or anything. I guess maybe I'm probably less anxious than I used to be. Maybe because we're quarantining, I don't have to go outside.
Right. Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Still win.
But I guess not much happened because we stayed inside. I mean, I don't want to say this, but I didn't do any of my math in high school and stuff when I was like still in high school. Like, I think, what was it? I had my sister do a lot of my work for me when we started quarantining. So I'm kind of stupid now. That's a big change. I'm a lot dumber. I danced a lot. Like, I practiced dancing a lot because I like had the time to.
Oh yeah.
So I did a lot of like theater jazz, you know.
Ooh. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's cool. Theater.
I'm a theater kid. And I guess my singing got a lot.
That's a label. That's a label.
I think my singing, because I was a choir kid too, so both.
The double win.
Yeah. So my singing got worse because like my family is mean and they yell at me every time I sing. So now I can't like practice singing. So I guess I've gotten worse because I share a room, and my sister gets pissy when I like make a sound in any way. I could cough and she'll throw something at me. So, and she's younger and she's ugly, but anyway. Yeah, I mean, not much happened. I mean, I think a lot happened, but I just like kind of forgot all of 2020. I don't even know what happened. It was a fever dream, but anyway, that was my 2020. Nothing happened. I kind of want to die a little bit more, but that's a bad. Also, like, I didn't pick up any hobbies either, Hillary. Like, I'm kind of a failure. I guess I did nothing. I mean, I read, and like, that's it. I don't know. And people were doing all this workout stuff. I wasn't doing that. I wanted to, but I'm lazy.
I felt, yeah. Well, for this year, do you have anything like you didn't do last year, but you kind of want to do now?
I want to get buff again. Like at the beginning of 2020, I was doing a lot of like, I was trying to like stay like real strong and stuff, but then I stopped and then I got really weak and I'm probably my weakest I've ever been. So I'd like to get real buff again.
All
right.
Yeah, I want to like, want to get buff. Yeah.
I see.
Gains or nothing.
Yeah.
Gains or nothing.
Yeah.
Like one of the big things. Yeah, honestly, that's also like my resolution. Get buff. Why not?
Yeah.
Since December, I was doing this 30 squat challenge because I want a dumpy. I want a dump truck.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it, and like I noticed in the shower, like in the mirror, I'm like, damn, who's gonna eat this?
Yo.
I'm just kidding.
You know, like, yeah.
I'm a minor.
That's really intimate.
But yeah, I don't know. With Hillary, I was like, okay, that was a pretty touching story. I feel like you should have said more.
Same.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard to be after Hillary because she had this like whole thing about like bettering herself and like accepting things, and I am an idiot who stopped working out.
No, I stopped too. I did it for 1 week and then like that's it. look, I started quarantine already unfit, okay? I do no type of sports at all, okay? My mile times, I am not ashamed to share them. They were like 12 minutes, okay?
Oh my god.
Okay, hey, wow, now I just...
I did not
Hillary,
do
it's
I'm
one.
not
fine.
ashamed to share them.
It's fine,
2
Hillary.
seconds
Yeah,
later,
I thought... If anyone comments about my mile time, I will delete their comment. Anyways, yes, as you can see, I was super unfit. There's no muscle at all either. But after quarantine, I don't even know how. I thought I didn't already. I didn't think I had any type of muscle, but I realized I am even more weak than before quarantine. I will not go into detail there because I'm gonna get roasted. So
20-minute mile time.
All right. All right.
Damn, I thought I was gonna be accepted, but okay.
The only reason I got a really low time mile was because I was skinny. Like, that was it.
Oh,
My
Yeah.
mile times weren't that fast.
Yeah, when
I hate
Just
running.
running is my weakness. Like
I hate running.
Running just sucks for me. Like,
wow, all the
I
track
will.
kids, like, I don't know. Good for you, track kids. Like,
Yeah, okay, my
Yeah.
boyfriend's in
Honestly,
track, and I
more
kind of want to
troopers.
break up with him because of it.
Oh my god.
It's disgusting.
What? Okay, but like at least in a zombie apocalypse they can run. So
oh yeah,
Yeah.
right,
totally
remember that?
survive, bro.
Yeah.
They would run so fast, and like their stamina too. Like track kids, stamina are insane.
Cross country kids.
Oh my
Right?
god, yeah.
In the
breed.
sun?
Not only are they
Oh my
running
god, yeah.
in the sun for a long time, they're in like hills. No
Mhm,
thanks.
mhm.
No thanks. I'll pass on that.
I've never been to a track meet, but like sometimes they have like photos of them. They're like sweating. The sun is down, and then
Yeah.
like in
They're
an incline. I'm like,
flying.
Honestly, my asthma could not take and I got
I know.
COVID, so probably my lungs don't work anymore if I run. Well, I had COVID for Christmas. So if
Like, I
if
can
ran
run a
again,
good 10 feet, and then I get tired.
yeah. Like we just got like one of those like bicycle thingies. I was so tired after 10 minutes. And it was like on the
Yeah.
lightest setting. So yeah.
oh good. That's like me too. I to get tired more often.
But also, Hillary, when you said like, this is like totally off topic, but like what it was to what you said. When you said like, oh, you want to do so much, but like you can't because like there's like no motivation. I felt that because like I want to do so much too. Like especially right now, I just created like a list, but I can't do them because I find myself starting new projects and sticking to that until I'm finished. You know, it's like starting a new anime and I won't finish and I won't start another one until I finish that one.
Oh yeah, that's what I do with anime too.
And then I felt like that was like another lesson I learned in 2020. I just lost my thought. Somebody told me don't like if it's not for you, then you can just leave it. Or what? Wait, I just lost my thought. What did I say before?
You were like, if what you're doing is not for you, then leave it.
Before I said that, before I said like you start something new.
And then you stuck with it. I don't know.
You stuck with
I'm trying.
Really?
No idea.
Y'all,
Yeah,
COVID did something to my brain. What is going
Yeah,
on?
I don't know about this.
What did I?
Alzheimer's.
What did I?
Like last.
No, I'm
It's starting.
I'm just a teenager, man. Okay. Okay. Oh, having the like you want to do so much but you can't. You don't always have to like pressure yourself to do them because you still have so much time, you know. And like
Yeah, I have this weird mindset that like if I do anything now, it's like not worth it because I'm too old. But it's like
or you have to finish
Yeah.
something.
Me too. Oh
And it's
wow.
just
you're like, I will never start anything because it's like, well, I'm too old. Like you should always start that stuff when you're like 5 years old. Then it's worth it. And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's exactly how I felt. Like especially like seeing friends being like, oh yeah, I did this sport for this long, or like I did this for this long, right? And then I feel like I don't I'm embarrassed to say that like I want to start these like hobbies, because especially like hobbies that are more mainstream, like just hobbies, okay?
Piano kids,
yeah,
the piano kids that have been doing it since they were like 3 years old. It's like,
Yeah.
That's
man,
why I
that'd be really
quit.
cool, but it's gonna take me like
Yeah.
15 years to get to like a proficient level. So I'm just like,
It feels like it's too late, you know, to
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause like I've been playing, like I got a guitar when I was like in middle school, and like I was like really lazy about playing it because I was like I have time, and like now like I'm really getting into it, but it's like it's like I don't like, I know that everyone my age is gonna be like 1,000 times better than me, so it's like why try?
I
But
know.
also, it's a good reminder to yourself that you're on your own pace. You can do whatever you want without having that kind of pressure from other people, because it's your life, you know. Like I'm kind of like getting on that mindset, like, hey, just do whatever you want.
I feel like
Like
people
even
like unless you're like at a really high level of something, people don't care. They're like, oh, you
Yeah.
better be like the best person in the world for me to think it's cool.
yeah, and if they do comment on like, hey, I've been doing this thing for longer for you. Well,
And
that's
I'm
kind of
better. Like
yeah, that's kind of their issue.
yeah, and then
Like
like
that's not
people who are
mine.
like, you like do something and then people are like, oh well, like this person's better, and it's like, did I ask? Did I
Like
ask?
that's not my issue, because I'm working to be better for my own good, not to impress you or to impress anyone else, just myself.
Yeah.
Right?
Go,
And
Jay, yes.
That's right.
that's a valuable lesson.
I think.
And I still don't follow it sometimes. You know, I don't follow my own advice, but like that's like a really important thing to realize that, you know what? Start your own, I don't know, business, do whatever you want.
I feel like it's especially apparent when I was like starting to learn how to skate, because I'm.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
That's
I
it's a
literally won't
nice.
skate because of it.
I
And
literally have a board and I'm like, yo, I really, really want to learn. But also, I have so many other things that I want to be doing because I have like 3 music project ideas that I want to work on. And then I also have school and work. I'm like, at this point, I'll learn it eventually. I need somebody to force me to learn. Like at this point, like there's so much that I have to do, and I have a hard time like starting something and sticking to it without like going to something else at the same time. So yeah, I feel that a lot.
Yeah, and especially like because skating has gotten like very popular, and like it's a very like cool thing. It's kind of like labeled as cool, and then there's like the skaters who are like, you're a poser, right?
Yeah.
right.
It's scary.
No, don't listen to them.
There's
As long as you don't do it incorrectly, then you're okay. Like if you're not like doing a mall grab where you're like grabbing it by the trucks and holding it, or if you don't like push Mongo where you like push with your front, you're fine. Like you're okay. Like don't. People will always be elitist with like their hobbies because they're like, oh, the posers are coming and trying to ruin our our traditions. Like, shut up, please.
Yeah. Like the whole skate.
No offense, but all offense. Shut up.
People hate beginners at a skate park. It's like, well, how are they supposed to learn to like do stuff?
Yeah.
It's so annoying. It's like they want you to like right when you get a board to just be like amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Make fun of you when you're like new. It's like, screw you. I hate skaters. I'm saying that now. Everyone who's a skater, I hate you.
I don't know when yet.
I'm friends with a lot of skaters, but
all your friends, I hate them.
Oh my.
Say Morgan hates you.
She knows what she putting her
you don't back down. I respect it.
At least she knows
I'll
which type
respect
of
it.
which type of people to avoid.
red
I don't-
flag skater.
I'm just kidding. I don't know any skaters, so I can't say that.
Yeah.
But
All those here. I swear.
2020 did make me realize who I wanted to leave behind and who wasn't supposed to be there in my life, and who like brought something, or who was supposed to teach me something, you know. So the start of school, I met new people and like new friends, but like it was just through a computer screen, and that's kind of weird because you guys are basically like online friends to me, and like I haven't seen you in real life.
Yeah.
I've never
I
met
feel like
Jay,
that's
but-
really weird. But also
It's
like
weird that we live in the same town too.
Yeah, that's weird. It's
Mhm.
weird.
Like the whole like
Relatively close.
it's like I always feel like you guys are so far away, but then like I find out like Jay is like literally like what 10 minutes away from me.
literally
And it's like what the fuck?
that is so weird, but like
Yeah.
also like how influential like the people come into your life. So like I've been more open with talking to people about feelings and stuff. And they also bring in really good advice for some reason that like fixes so many of my problems. Like how like thank you for coming into my 2020. Like
Yeah.
like an old like eye opener.
Mhm.
I don't know, yeah. That was
Yeah.
what I noticed a lot. I noticed the people who changed and it was just weird to me because wow, I'm not used to you changing, but I'm used to me changing. So something's going on in here in my head. But I think that's really cool because I love it when people just like realize, oh, or when people like try to improve themselves to be the better version of themselves. I just find that like really cool about them. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that you're on this road to being comfortable or, you know, like self-improvement stuff. Like, oh wow, you know your self-worth, period, as you should.
Yeah, that's the type of encouraging energy that like I think we all need, right? That even small changes like deserve like a yes, you go girl, right? Even if it feels insignificant, it's still like one step towards like it's still growth, you know,
Yeah, like
no matter how little.
and even if you've accomplished that goal, why stop there? Keep going, you know. Morgan, you want to get buff? Okay, get buff and go and join one of those like competition, bodybuilding competition. You know, I don't know. It's just like
I'll bring a sign and be like,
yeah,
like your
Morgan.
name on it.
That's where we meet for the first time. Bodybuilding competition.
That's a good question. When are we gonna meet? We never know.
Well, like one of the group chats from class and stuff that I'm in. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think 3 girls in it have been begging me to send pictures of my ass into the group chat. Yeah.
Really?
Because my username was I have a fat ass. It was just a joke. Now they're like, please send, please send, please send.
Okay.
So now that I meet them in person, it's gonna be a real disappointment.
Oh, that's your goal to like gain a fat
to live up to the name.
Yeah,
I
get
really
a dumpy.
Yeah.
Just saying, do the 30
They spilled
days,
everywhere, by the way.
the monthly squat
So just
challenge,
open
and
a
it
new one.
actually works. I could literally send you it.
Yeah, please. Like
To get a fat ass.
yeah, go
Oh, period. Yeah.
Everyone get a dumpy.
get a dump truck, but that's just an analogy. You can replace like dump truck stands for your goals. Okay,
Dump truck of ass, dump truck of heart. Could be anything.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
glow up, you know. Go chase the dump truck.
Yes.
You know what? If you have a flat ass, that's okay.
The dump truck. Jesus Christ.
Words of wisdom for the stages host.
Did we just
Damn,
wrap it up? I don't.
Yeah, let's start it.
If you have a flat ass, it's okay. If you want to get a fat ass, get your fat ass. Period.
Yes.
The end. We have some new things coming out.
I do not know how to segue from this.
Just say it, Jack. Oh my gosh.
Jesus, I'm not the one who brought it to Essence, all right? That
You're
was
just
your
jealous.
Problem. Anyways, we have new content coming out. We have a new season of content now that the new year is here. I know we were gone for a little bit, but we're back now in full swing. Trust me, we didn't forget about this. This was just us taking a personal break to kind of detox of everything. But now that the school year's back in full swing, we're going to get back into full swing of content with some new additions, especially on our Instagram at Sincerely Strangers. We're going to be doing some Q&A, some live streams. We can have suggestions. We're going to have suggestions in stories every so often pretty soon. And we're going to kind of want to interact with you guys more, especially because we, truth be told, we need more content as well. But we kind of want to build a better relationship with our audience. So we're going to be there on Sincerely Strangers. And next week, we actually have another episode with all four of us. I don't know, are we allowed to say it? It's a Valentine's Day episode next week. And that one is bound to be down terrible for all of us except for Morgan. That one's going to be entertaining. So
it's gonna be great for me. I don't know about y'all.
Oh my God, you don't need to rub it in. Okay.
Wow, thanks.
He's literally behind you.
I know.
He's right there. He's right there.
Morgan has been here the whole time.
I just don't like throwing paper clips at him.
But that's going to be released next week, and then we have some interesting content ideas coming up within the next month. And we'll see you guys later next week. Peace out, y'all. Everyone say bye.
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 Hey, thanks for tuning in for this week's episode. If you want to see more of our content, make sure to go follow our Instagram and YouTube at Sincerely Strangers. And tune in every Wednesday for more, and we'll see you next week. See ya, Sincerely Strangers.